Welcome people, today I am in Plovdiv, Bulgaria, said to be the oldest town of Europe. So a lot of history over there, and the plan actually is to take the train to another small town where we're gonna take a hike to a beautiful remote castle and a monastery. So in the city center, it's literally filled with ruins everywhere. Like you're just walking on a big shopping mall street, and then out of nowhere, some really ancient Roman ruins or something else is popping up. Like this, an old amphitheater. That is really crazy and beautiful that you have all these things in the middle of the city. So, and over here you have the popular clothing brand H&M, and even in there, at the modern fashion H&M, they have ancient ruins. Let's go check them out for ourselves. There is a whole level underneath the famous clothing brand of ancient Roman ruins. I mean, that was quite crazy, right? And over here, you have the famous statue of Milo. It's said that he was just a very ordinary guy, sitting here all the day and waving to the people, and that's why they built a statue for him when he passed away. And you need to rub his knees for good luck, and then whisper your wish in his ear. So I just made my wish to Milo. I can't tell you guys what it is because it needs to be a secret, and yeah, let's see if it comes out. Thank you, Milo. I am making my way towards the train station of Plovdiv, but as I am walking, just everywhere where I look, I can see ruins of the long lost past. As you can see, big buildings, highway over there, and then just little remains of the ancient Roman city over here, like just middle of the city, the theater over there. Over there are more remains as well. The whole city is just littered with old remains from the ancient city. Okay, I'm arriving at the train station. Now I need to find the right and faster transport to Asen, but I can't understand the destination because they have a different letters, different type of writing, so that makes it rather hard. Well, let's try anyway. I got myself a ticket, but I can't understand a word of it, so let's look for which train it is. So I asked them the railway workers what line number 4 is, with basic sign language, and they said I should go under somewhere here. Ah, nice, I think I found it, yeah. It's like over here. I need to go under. It looks like our train to Asen is arriving. So we're finally on the way right now, and I'm at the end of the train. This is where the conductor is sitting, but we're going the other way. So it looks like we've arrived in Asen. Okay, we finally arrived in Asen at the train station over here. I want to go to some beautiful remote castle and a monastery. I'm about to leave the town of Asen now and go into the mountains, because yeah, the rest of the hike is just gonna be through forest. First side quest of the day is a fact. There is a little very ancient old church a little bit from the path. I just saw it in the distance and I decided let's just go there. Let's hope it's open and see how it looks. The side quest didn't really end in what I wanted. There was a beautiful, very medieval looking church a little bit down. I want to go there, but instead the map and the pages that we do another, I think, more modern church. But the church just closed anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna make my way back down, and I'm gonna leave the medieval church for what it is, so that I still have enough time to explore everything else I want to see, and maybe I'll do it on the way back. And after walking for just a little bit, I reached another church. I'm not doing a side quest this time, just following the path, but it looks like I arrived at another church. Like, I'm telling you, man, Bulgaria is literally packed with churches everywhere, but at the same time, they are everywhere extremely beautiful churches. Sadly, this one is closed as well, but we do have a really amazing view from here. Yeah, nice views from the city of Asen. After leaving a lovely viewpoint of the city and the beautiful but closed church, I walked up the hill for, let's say, another hour, and then reached that seemingly looking abandoned place. There is nobody home. It still looks quite beautiful, and I think as well they're gonna have an excellent viewpoint over here. Oh yes, they have. Another beautiful viewpoint over the city. And then very, very, very far in the distance, over there, where you can see the hills, the 7 hills, you have Plovdiv. So this viewpoint, we were just over there at the cross, is basically just another church. But sadly, this one is closed as well. After hiking for another 2 hours, I arrived at the fortress. I arrived at entrance of the forest. It's just over there on top of that hill, and you may go buy tickets. So, whatever you say of Bulgarians, you can say they're quite Norse or close sometimes, but actually they are very, very friendly. I don't have cash with me. I thought I could pay with card over here. And I couldn't pay for my ticket, only cash. I have nothing with me. And I wanted a drink as well, so I come there and take the drink. I say, hey, I want to pay. Not even that much, 4 euros, and this was €1, I think 5 euros in total. I couldn't. And then the ticket officer just said like, oh, just go. Take the drink, you don't need to pay for the drink. And you don't need to pay for a ticket either. So, you see, they are friendly here. Well, I thank God as well, because I walked quite far to get here. Thank you to Bulgaria for letting me enter without cash. And from here, the other side, we can see the beginning of the castle. That's the castle of what still remains. And then over here, it's all ruins. All this used to be castle as well. A big fort, but it's ruins. And that's the only thing that remains or got restored. Let's enter the first part of the forest, which got restored. Well, here we can see what was left and how they restored it. Let's go to the crown floor. Oh, wow. Hope you can see something because it's really dark in here. But also beautiful. They kept it very much in their original state. Let's go and explore the upper floor. And now, let's go up to the second level. Oh wow. It's quite beautiful in here on the second level. This probably all used to be full of paintings. You can see little remains of the paintings. So this used to be completely filled with it. Look at the leftovers from all of medieval paintings. Some are really gone. Like this one, you can barely see what's still left. And some are a little bit better restored up or preserved. Then it was time to leave the beautiful church and start exploring those awesome ruins. This fortress, the Asen fortress, has a big and long history of being conquered, destroyed and restored again. With the biggest expansion happening in the 13th century by the Bulgarian Tsar Ivan Asen, from which the name of this fortress comes as well. We made it to the top of the ruins, the Bulgarian flag behind me, and here I'm gonna go down and go towards the monastery. Vamos, vamos. Literally, once again on the path, passing what looks to be a little chapel, a little church. Bulgaria seems to be the land of the chapels. They have crossed the whole countryside with chapels and churches just about everywhere. But once again, it's closed. I keep being amazed by how small those doors are. Nobody seems to be home once again as well. Just is giving deserted vibes. I continued my way through the beautiful forest, and now I had to cross this ancient looking bridge. Okay, after crossing the bridge, I can either go up the mountain or go over here where there's a big road. I don't want to walk on the big road, but I saw on the map it's still about 3 hours walking through the monastery, and I will definitely not have the time to go and go back. So I'm gonna try hitchhiking. Stop for me, please. I made it to the monastery. Thanks to some awesome Bulgarians who stopped again for me. So yeah, awesome. The hitchhiking went pretty well. I think I was only there for like maybe 10 minutes. Let's enter the monastery. And what I really love about all the monasteries here in Bulgaria is like they have the water. The water tanks everywhere you can take water. I just took water from there and refilled my whole bottle. I'm wandering through the beautiful Bachkovo monastery, which is more than 1,000 years old, and all the time it has been really beautifully preserved. Let's go and wander inside a church. The Bachkovo monastery is part of the Bulgarian Orthodox Church, and literally translated it means the Mother of God monastery. And just look at all those beautiful paintings made for over than 1,000 years ago and really, really well preserved throughout all the time. Just look at all the paintings and then the jewelry and everything around it. It's really amazing, gorgeous. Wow, that church part of the monastery we just explored was really gorgeous. I really absolutely loved it. That's a painting of the monastery with that tower over there and the chapel over here. Inside the monastery, there's also another water fountain with drinkable water. And the environment at some places of the monastery is also very, very green with a lot of trees around to cool the environment down a little bit. Before leaving this Mother of God monastery, the Bachkovo monastery, I wanted to have one last view of how beautiful the church in the center of the monastery was. And still, the second time, I was just asked out by its pure beauty. So that over there, the distance, is a beautiful Bachkovo monastery, where I just came from. Then there are some little chapels, like usual over here, which I just explored. Let's give you a little view of the inside. Gonna go back outside. And now the plan is, I saw on the map and the people that gave me the hitchhike ride told me, go up there as well. It's not that far of a hike and there is a beautiful waterfall. So let's see what this waterfall is about. So I found the waterfall rather easily, but because it is dry season, there is no water in the waterfall and neither in the river at all. Time to go back. So because there's not really much time anymore to go back walking, because it's more than 3 hours, I'm trying the hitchhiking thing again. Let's hope somebody stops. Once again, I gotta drive. I mean, I was first hitchhiking close to the bus station because it seemed like the only place the car could stop. But then nobody stopped there, maybe because it's a bus station. So I walked a little bit further, almost got attacked by a dog, found another little spot next to a cafe, and then the first car just stopped for me. I got my ticket. I was very lucky. The next train is in 15 minutes, so I'll be home quite early in Plovdiv because I skipped the 3 hours walk with the hitchhiking. Awesome, thank you so much to Ivan. It was this time. And I'm gonna get myself some refreshments from the train, something to eat, and then that will be it. So that's gonna be it from this little train station. I'm just gonna say goodbye to you guys, and I wanna thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked it, and if you did, give it a big thumbs up, a big thumbs up this video, and follow for more. Ciao.